Hi and welcome back. I thought in this part I will just finish the model and do the texturing and stuff like that, and of course the render at the end. But I decided to keep a bit more attention to the model. It's also because I was watching some references of the helmet and also when I was reviewing the helmet by my own, I found there a few things, and I really would like to make this a bit slowly. Anyway, it's like my first model like this, so keep it like that, and I really fix everything what I saw there and stuff like that. Okay, so I will start with this. So height unselected. Anyway, we don't need to see anything. And let's go to poly mode. Select this edge and I will just adjust the poly flow here. So loop it. Let's go to loops and set flow. That's all. Just like that. Nothing more. So this was the first fix which I wanted to do. Now I will weld here something because here's an angle which is not the best. And what I will transfer to what? I think this one here. So a very quick fix for fixing something what shouldn't be there, because as you know, triangles and angles can do very bad things. Probably angles more than triangles. It depends on the situation, welding and smoothing and everything, but it can cause some damages to your model and it will be just not nice. Okay, I will unhide all just for a second. Okay, so now I will select this here, this edge, loop it, and apply a chamfer like I have here on the jewel. And if I remember good, it should be 0.3. So it will create here also a line, like continuing this one here to the top, which is also fine. Why not? Now back to the edge mode. This step actually you don't have to do, just if you want. Now I would like to have here some border between the steps of the helmet. So like now it's like smooth here and around, but I would like to have it like something like a line, just dividing this part from the other and so on. So what I will do is just I will select this and this edge. If you loop it, nothing will happen, and apply chamfer. Now the chamfer can be high, can be small. We can try it like this, and we'll see. I think this is just too much. So let's go with the smaller one, maybe 0.2, maybe just 0.1 should be enough. And turning this off, you can also again weld this angle to have again a quad. But I think here it would be better to touch it weld from this. So let's look on it, if it's fine or not. Yeah, it's fine. So see now here's a hard edge, like probably it should be there. So here's one step, cut, another step, cut, and the rest. So pretty easy so far. Now let's go to these bolts here. Now first one, this one. So let's go to F4 to see the edges. Let's go to the edge mode. Now the bolt is fine, maybe a bit too high. So if you can select the top, let's go to local mode and just push it back a bit like this. Like this it should be more than enough. Yeah, it is. So now let's go to the edge mode. Select this edge, ring it, so we'll get selection of these two. No, connect just once. Oops. Also this one. Place this edge one near to the shape. Let's go by 90. Extrude 0, 0. So you're zeroing this by clicking with the right mouse button. Just FI. Make this like this big and 3 times inside. So very small. Select this and this edge, the new ones, and place there a chamfer, the smallest one. So this will create here a gap, like the bolt is inside the helmet, not on the helmet. So it will be looking a bit more real, let's say, or better. If we are by the bolts, let's go also here to the top one. You can go F4, maybe we don't need that. And still in local mode, like before, we'll push this back a bit. And the same procedure. So select this edge, ring that, connect just once. You can go with the same value, probably like 90. Extrude again 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 3. Okay. Now select this and this. Loop it, chamfer the smallest value. We are done. Now, again, one bolt I missed here. If I select this shape, as you can see here is 1. So from the left view, it should be here at the end poly, so here. So let's create it the same way like we was doing that before. So we'll apply here an insert. Let's go like this. We go to poly mode or polygons, geopoly. Now it will be a bit placed inside, so just drag it away. Like this. Maybe a bit more. Just a bit. Now again, extrude. Now we can go with the value which we want. So something like this. It can be also smaller or bigger. It's up to you. Where is your model? So do the whatever you like. Again, the ring, connect. Again, we can try to use the same value like we did before. So 90. Even that here, I don't know, but we'll see. Now here it will be too much, so let's go with 80 maybe. No, this is way too much, so back to 90. It have to be enough. Extrude, again, the same value we used before. Select the edges, loop it, chamfer, smallest one, and it should be fine. So 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, which are fine, making there a small detail on the shape. Now, because we are making the bolts from a cube or rectangle, it's not absolutely smooth around. We should go with a higher iteration, but we don't need that. Anyway, we will do a render from a distance. So from this point of view, I don't care about that. But if you want, just increase this one more time, and it will be perfectly round. So this is just for information, and let's go a bit further. So let's go to this shape, F4, and again we have here an angle, as you can see. Actually, I don't know how I missed this, but I did. So we can do this welding here, should be fine. And also, if we go to perspective mode, first select this. You can go to view mode better here. You can see that it's a bit of the shape, like it should be near to each other. So just move it. Just move it here. Like this, it should be fine. And also, you can move a bit this shape. And if you want, also this to the right. And now it should be fine. So we can check turbo smooth. And yes, it's aligned with each other. So it should be fine. No problem. Okay. Let's go here. Now, when I was looking at this, I noticed that this gap here is not the same everywhere. Like here, the gap disappeared. And I found that I did here as the bigger chamfer that I should do. So, height unselected. And we need to delete this chamfer and recreate the edge which was there before. How to do that? Very simple. Just hit collapse. Select the opposite vertex or verts and just hit collapse, and it should go back to the middle point from where it was chamfered, or in some point which is very similar, and it will be fine for us to use. So touch it weld here. Now select the shape, loop it, chamfer, and 005. I guess here we can also chamfer this back here, and if you apply triple smooth and unhide all, it should be now fine. If not, which is more or less it is, but we could and we can, of course, move this a bit to really create the gap a bit more. But now the roundness here should be the same like on the shape. Now let's go to the front view. About the mount here, the gap is fine. Maybe I will be okay if we will raise this a bit. So maybe the local mode. No, local mode would be bad. Gimbal, yeah. We can try gimbal and just push this a bit up. So here will be some kind of gap. Should be more or less the same everywhere. Of course here it's probably better when it's a bit larger, but you can move it to have the same result there and there. So again, not a problem there, just how you like that. Probably here on this shape we'll don't have anything, even that again I see here an hang-on. So again, touch it weld and fix that. So we are going just with quads if we can. If not, okay, triangle is also fine, but so far the quads are primary objects or polys here which we won't achieve. Now let's go here. I will turn this off, and also here, and I will perform here on this line, but on this line here and this line here a chamfer. So I will loop this. Okay, that's fine. And make your chamfer. Now how should this be big? I don't know here. It shouldn't be small, it shouldn't be big. It should be just enough. I will try to 002 and I will see how it will be looking. So I'll go also there. It will be a good idea not to turn that off. Loop that and again apply the same chamfer. It was a bit bigger, but it's fine. And yes, I actually wanted to achieve something like this, that here will be also a line like here, which is making the front jaw a bit more highlighted, so everyone can see that. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, if you want, you can go a bit lower. We can try that if there will be any difference. So I will go a few steps back. You don't have to do that, of course. And I will try it just here on this one. So I will loop that again, hit chamfer, and let's go with just 0075. Yeah, now it's much more sharp. So let's try to do that also on the bottom shape. So 0075. And I don't know, there is not much differences between them. But I think I like this a bit more. And I also think that I will use the 0.1. value, some kind of the value is some kind between these two numbers, so it should be fine. Anyway, again, you don't have to do this. It's only because in the moment when I was referring to some references of this guy, I found that this front part should be flat, and probably a bit more flat than I have it. And I'm talking about this wall thing. I saw this a few times absolutely flat, but I know when I was following the reference it wasn't flat. I was saying that this part should be already round to match the upper part about the jaw. So I don't know, but this part were everywhere flat. So also because this, I just created here border between the part where the shape is still flat and this part where it's starting to be a bit around and copying the jaw, or the top part with the jaw underneath. So just like that. But of course, as I said, you don't have to do that. You can create something on your own if you want. If not, you can just follow me and do what I do. Okay, what else? We are missing here probably a very important part, and it's the other eyes. So probably we should create them right now to everything. Then we can check more stuff there if we can find something. So how to do them? Well, how I will do them is I will copy this part and hit just copy. I will delete the modifiers because I don't need them. I will attach the shapes together. Now I need a shape which will be copying this stuff inside. So here we have more options. We could create just a box and make it from that. And to fit inside, we could create a line and shape it. We could create again a lot of things, but what I decided to do is that I will join this part together and then try to create the eye from the parts. So what I will do here is now we'll connect this shape here, hit OK. Now I'll select also this and again make a connection somewhere here, and now I will just select the polys inside, should be forming the eye, and create it. So very simple technique. I will probably don't call it also a technique, it's just small kind of cheating, I will guess, because I'm using, maybe not cheating, but we are helping like a helper, you know. I will detach this, or if you don't want to detach, we can hit edit, select invert or Control I and just delete. So we have here a shape which is the exact copy of the eye. Now I will target weld few things together. Here we can target weld that or that. So I'll go with this shape. Even that right now here it will be different, so probably I'll be going from here there. Yeah, this will be better. And the same on this side. Also because that I was making the connections just to get the same amount of shape on one and the other side. Now I did here a mistake, I guess. So one more time, let's select it better and hit that just to see it. So target weld, and target weld. Okay, great. Now let's select the opposite edges and just hit bridge. Here we will have a triangle, which is not a problem for me. So bridge and this one bridge. select this edge, ring it, connect. We can go to the center, and actually now we can either hit target weld or just hit this, cap it, and then using the cut tool we create this word here, which I cannot select. Okay, target weld, this one, and select this, delete, and this shape we will just cap. Okay, we can hit Ctrl A to this weld with the smallest value, just if we have there double words or something, or any better things. Probably I should do better. Yeah, I don't know why I did that actually. Much better when it's welded here. And also I can move this just inside. Be not looking so strange like it was before. I don't know why I did that, but never mind. Okay, so select this, loop that. If you can't loop absolutely like me, just loop, 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 loop. To loop everything here. Hit the chamfer and let's go by 0, 1 chamfer. Now if you apply true brush mode to this, you should have something which is looking like an eye. You can also adjust here a bit the thickness of that if you want. If not, just don't do that. And also it absolutely fits inside this. So what I will do, I will affect the power to the center. Now I know that the polys are flipped. You can see it right now. The color is different. So hit flip. About this, I will apply shell modifier to get their thickness, and I will go with the inner amount of, I don't know, 0.3. Have to be enough. Now let's go with 2 segments, and then we have true brush mode. Okay, so now let's see if it fits or not. Let's go to the front view. Now it should fit absolutely there. And we'll also scale it a bit down. Maybe in this axis a bit and also in this axis. So to have let's say a small gap between the eye and the walls. Just to have something like this. Okay, this is the one eye. Now let's do a copy, just to see how the face is looking with the eyes, of course. And place it somewhere here. Now hide unselected to see. And yeah, I think the eyes are fine. What do you think? They're fine, a very simple mesh. Now, we need also something inside the model. We got to tell. Oops. We need to fill this. So what to do there to fill these gaps? And so I decided to just place inside a sphere, nothing else. So if I go to the front view, let's say I will hit here and make here a big sphere, which is probably too big to our model. I'll place it somewhere here. And now it should be in the center. I will drag this down. Okay, a bit more. Probably a bit down to cover also that. Codex to see if it's in the center. Yeah, more or less it is. So Alt X back. Oops. Oops. Perspective. Still, I would like to have it more on the cheeks. So for that, I know only just one reason to place it more down, and I'll drag. Yeah, this is better. I like this more. If we apply just a neutral grade to that, maybe 1 centimeter or half down. So just like that. So we filled the space with something, creating the cheeks. Okay, so let's look on the model a few more times. We did everything which was in our part to make it look the best we can. Okay, I think actually yes. I don't want to make there much changes right now. Right, did every modeling step which I wanted here. So I'll hide all. And I guess we can do a small review of the modeling. Now, I said at the beginning that this is the first time I'm doing something like this. It really was. So when I hide this, or hide selection, we'll go just to reference picture. So this was our first step. We started from a simple plane and end up with this. And I think for the first time, okay, let's say I have experience with modeling, but not this kind of modeling. It's like you have experience with physics, but not with I don't know, quantum physics or nuclear physics. So it's probably the same. You have some basics, but it's hard to know if you don't try or don't learn. So I started with probably zero knowledge about this technique, and up to with this, which I think is not so bad result. Okay, you can judge me. I would like to hear your opinion about that. And if I'm looking back to this, I will probably change a lot of things. So if I hide this model one more time, so hide selection, I will change this front plate, or the front jaw here. So this will be just flat. I will probably make more attention to this top part, because I really didn't know how this should look, so I had to improvise at the end. Oops, uneditable. I will this do different if I will have a clue that it should be there, and also I will probably study a bit more the details, which I didn't did. Which is of course every time something you should do. Let's rotate this just a bit. And I don't know, I will probably keep more attention to everything. And of course model everything according some reference pictures, some real reference pictures. Don't get me wrong, I looked on them, but probably not enough. Okay, let's drag it a bit outside. I don't know, it looks to me it's too deep inside. Sorry for interrupting myself, but I just wanted to do this. Okay, I don't know. Same distance board. You're looking very strange if not. Okay. So there was some details which I really missed, and probably I also missed there. It's also this back here. If I will know that here will be this kind of steps, and it will be not so obviously that they are there. Like now they are. We know that they are there and we can see them, but it would be very nice to have them a bit more extruded, but to make here more extrusion will be make these walls more thicker, and they will be looking pretty strange. I don't know, but I will not like to have it like fed like hell and stuff like that. So I wasn't counting with a lot of things at the beginning, and this gave me really a lot of experience of modeling with this technique, and what I should check and be aware the next time when I start something like this. But with all these problems I had and with everything what I learned, probably one of the best things I decided to do through this fair, because really it was a great experience for me. You know, I always wanted to create something like this, but I never had the time to learn that stuff, and I don't know, I never wanted to start that, and now I just decided, okay, let's try that, and I did it. So I'm proud about myself, so you should be also about you if you finish that. And if you're an experienced user or just a newbie or so, just leave me some opinion about this tutorial. I would really like to know where did the mistakes and learn from your experience. It's anyway, this kind of stuff like 3D modeling, it's always just about learning. And if you not practice, you will first time not get experience, and you will never do something good with that. But you will also forget things you learned before, and it's really nice if you know some tricks and so like the graphite modeling tools, which I never used, but when I saw the few things which are very useful there are not everything very useful, but few are there. I told myself, okay, great, if I knew this before, some stuff will be very easier for me. So okay. The next step will be the texturing and materials rendering in the post-production Photoshop, but this I will do in the next part, which will be also the last part of this tutorial. So I thought actually it would be just like 4 parts or 5, but it will be at the end, I think 7, which is not so bad. Anyway, I wanted to keep some time for that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you by the last part. So far, bye bye.